In a historic declaration from Bastar, once the blood-soaked heart of India's Red Corridor, Union Home Minister Amit Shah has reiterated, the era of red terror is over. The symbolism could not be more powerful. The same Bastar, once known for ambushes and landmines, has now become the stage for the Indian state's victory message. At the heart of this moment is the extraordinary courage and sacrifice of our security forces who fought in jungles and insurgency zones to reclaim territories once controlled by Naxals. But today, the Home Minister is making a larger political point that Naxalism survived not just because of guns in forests, but because of its defenders in politics, academia, and activism. He accused the Congress party of not cooperating in the fight against red terror, which is why we are asking now that Naxal terror has been eradicated. Is it now time to end the mindset that legitimizes bloodshed for decades?
मैं आज यहां खड़ा रहकर सीना तान कर कह सकता हूं कि भारत नक्सल मुक्त हो चुका है। हम सबके लिए ये बड़ा आनंद का विषय है कि बस्तर नक्सल मुक्त हो गया है। नॉन बीजेपी सरकारों ने नक्सल मुक्त अभियान में हमारा समर्थन किया है, मगर छत्तीसगढ़ की कांग्रेस सरकार ने नक्सल उन्मूलन अभियान में हमारा सहयोग नहीं किया।
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate with Sushant Sareen, Ashwini Kumar Mishra and Vivek Silas is Shazia Ilmi, national spokesperson of the BJP. But Ashwini Kumar Mishra, I want to ask you, when the Home Minister today has done a regional conference in Bastar, don't you think the entire country should be celebrating this moment? Bastar, Dantewada, these are areas where people have been killed, by the hundreds and the thousands. Between 2014 and 2026, there has been a very, very strategic fight to take out left-wing extremism, and the government has got a lot of success in this. Earlier, what did Mr. P. Chidambaram say in 2010 after the Dantewada massacre? He said, I have asked for a 72-hour ceasefire only to, he said, abjure weapons. I have not asked them to completely give up their weapons because they will never do so. That was the kind of helplessness that was shown by the then Union Home Minister P. Chidambaram. And today, when we have seen surrender of thousands and thousands of Naxals, left-wing extremists, and eradication of top levels of the Naxal movement, do you think, as an Indian, you're proud today?
नाविका जी, the problem with the Bharatiya Janata Party और अमित शाह जी जो बोलते हैं और जो होता है, there are two different things for them. They said after 370 removal there won't be any terrorist attack in Jammu and Kashmir, and in last 12 years more than 2,200 terrorist, small to big terrorist attack happened in Jammu Kashmir in the India government. If you talk about Naxalism itself, there are around 300 odd districts were affected by Naxalism in last 20 years. Around 200 districts were already cleaned up by UPA government. UPA government always believed कि बुराई को मारो बुरे व्यक्ति से ज्यादा. So we always work towards a social reform as well as cleaning the Naxalism. Unlike NDA government जिनको सिर्फ और सिर्फ गोली मारना आता है. We had a Cobra force.
So what did you want to do with these Maoist terrorists? What did you want to do with this Maoist terrorist class that was there? Invite them for a banquet? There's been a 56% drop in Naxalite violence, 75% reduction in security forces death, 70% reduction in civilian deaths, 706 Naxalites have been killed, 200 2,200 have been arrested and nearly 3,000 have surrendered. You didn't want this? Shazia Ilmi, even now, they are looking at the situation. We wanted to solve the problem. What is the problem of a terrorist that they wanted to solve?
Well, absolutely, Navika. Good evening to you and all the panelists. And I would like to tell all your viewers that it's such a huge day and a big day. And there is so much to be grateful about for us as Indians, because Red Corridor and what it meant for the rest of India and how it operated and what was the ecosystem within these 2,234 districts was something that was that could only be talked about by some journalists who had access, and it's really amazing, and I can't imagine that we're actually talking about banking facilities. Jagdalpur actually has an airport. We're talking about so many kilometers of roadways. We're talking about universities. We're talking about Aadhaar cards and all the security camps being converted into developmental centers. So, and it's the fastest growing tribal area. And this is huge. Before we go further, I think it's really important to remember our security forces, how many of our security personnel we have lost. So I think it's a time to give them tribute. But you just see at all that the Operation Black Forest ensured that all the Naxalites who were actually perched atop hilltops were brought back. There was security personnel working for 2 years non-stop out in the open, extremely tough terrain. Crazy temperatures.
Absolutely. And today a regional conference being held in Bastar is something I don't think that was imaginable, Sushant Sareen, in the times, maybe around 2009, 2010. 72 security forces were killed. Yeah. The entire top brass of the Congress party in the region was killed. And yet Ashwini Kumar Mishra says, we were trying to solve the social problems.
No, they were not trying to solve the social problem, but to be fair to the Congress party, they did, episodically, in a knee-jerk manner, they did try and go after the Naxals, but they used to run out of stamina after, so once the Dantewada massacre happened, they announced some operation. Then the Dharba massacre happened when about, I think, 35 or 36, virtually the entire top brass of the Congress party was wiped out. They still did not act. The problem with the Congress party was that it simply did not have the stomach for a fight. It did not have the will to carry out this fight and go the whole distance with that particular fight. It was not that they did not try and do something about it, but invariably other considerations would stop the fight, taking the fight to the logical conclusion, and that other considerations also meant some of the people were being bribed. There were other, virtue signaling which they wanted to do. There were other pulls and pressures on them. So they never really were interested in completely cleaning it. And even when their own prime minister said that something like almost 40% of the country was at one point of time affected by Naxals. Today, Ashwini Mishra ji is saying so many things. But please tell us, how many districts are today seriously affected by Naxal violence today? It's staring you in the face, Mr. Mishra, and I would strongly suggest to you,
the truth needs no other defense than the truth itself. And Vivek Silas, May 2025, General Secretary Nambala Keshav Rao alias Basavaraju was killed, 26 others. November 25. Hidma was killed. Then February 26, we had Prabhakar Rao, Parkal Veer, Swami, Padkala Swami, Loketi. The entire top ranks of the Naxal leaders were killed. Many of them came and surrendered. And that is how, with a strategic, planning and a willpower to tackle this problem. That is why we are here. Ultimately, it is the same security forces.
Yes, Navika ji, today I want to congratulate the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah. जैसे उन्होंने बोला कि मैं सीना ठोक के बोल सकता हूं कि नक्सल जो है वो बस्तर से खत्म हो गया. I congratulate him. But I want my Home Minister to say someday कि अब भारत जो है वो बेरोजगारी से मुक्त हो गया है, भुखमरी से मुक्त हो गया है, महंगाई से मुक्त हो गया है, घुसपैठिए से मुक्त हो गया है, मणिपुर हिंसा से मुक्त हो गया। जिस दिन ये हमारे गृह मंत्री ने बोल दिया, मैं उनको सलाम करूंगा। वैसे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक बात और कही थी, याद दिला दूं, कि जैसे ही नोटबंदी खत्म होगी वैसे ही नक्सलवाद खत्म हो जाएगा।
कि अगर दोबारा
चलिए,
कभी कोई
आपने कम
नक्सल
से कम
हमला
माना
हुआ
तो
तो मैं इस्तीफा
भाई
दूंगा।
साहब, आपने कम से कम माना तो इस बात को कि
मैंने
नक्सल
अपना
मुक्त हो
संदेश
गया है और
मैंने
आपने
अपना
कम से कम
संदेश
शुक्रिया
अगर वो
अदा
देख रहे होंगे मैंने दे दिया।
वो भी होगा,
शाजिया जी।
वो भी होगा, बस आप साथ दे दें तो क्या क्या नहीं हो सकता।
उत्तर प्रदेश
आप साथ दे दें तो क्या क्या नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि मंजिलें और भी हैं, बहुत कुछ पाना है भारत को। साथ दीजिए, साथ आइए, एंड ऑन दिस बैटल एटलीस्ट this country can speak in one voice at least. Okay, चलिए उसके साथ फुटनोट ना लगा दे तो और बेहतर होता, but as they say, big achievement for India. Well, on other issues the जंग जारी रहेगी, at least opposition की. For now, that's a wrap on the News Hour. Thank you very much to my panelists and thank you viewers for joining me on the News Hour tonight. Good night, be safe. I'll be back tomorrow.